VC, how you all doing? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all well. It is a Tuesday morning, just after 9 a.m. As you can see by the windows, it is the middle of winter here and it's freezing cold. What we are listening to in the background is this wonderful ambient record called Midday Moon. Ambient and experimental music from Australia and New Zealand. Some really cool stuff on here, very, very obscure stuff. I've had this for quite a few years now and I really love it. It's fantastic. It's kind of almost new age music. But anyway, big fan of this one. So before I start, I'm gonna grab a sip of coffee. I guess I should address the clickbait title and thumbnail. It's for a good cause. Some of you might know my really, really good friend and former VC member, Campo, or Campo 007 as he's known as online, is selling off his record collection. And basically everything is going to be up for sale eventually. And that collection, I spent a lot of time hanging around that collection. There's lots of records that kind of opened my ears and blew my mind in there. So I guess the records he's selling influenced me, and because I've shown them on my channel, maybe influenced you. But I bought some records off him and I thought I'd do a live unboxing. Just because the packaging and the records no doubt will be in amazing condition. If you live in the Southern Hemisphere or this part of the world, there's no way you're going to get these records any cheaper than what he's selling them for and in the condition that they're in. Just in terms of the range of stuff and the most interesting stuff, there's a fantastic amount of things on there. I will put a link to his Discogs below, but as for the clickbait title, I want him to sell his records. I want him to make his money off them and put them towards other projects. He was a former vinyl addict that has now seen the light and is purging everything. He's my friend, of course I want to help it. So anyone that watches this and really likes what I show should have a serious look at what he's selling, because there's some amazing stuff in there, and I know there's a lot more amazing stuff to come. I've spent some time around that collection. I know that there's some amazing titles that he hasn't listed yet. Please check him out. He's got 100% rating, which is pretty incredible considering the amount of records he's sold via Discogs and considering how much of a pain in the ass, let's be honest, record collectors are. I can honestly say, like, this packaging, I'll try to cover his address, I don't really care about mine, is so well packed. It's absolutely fantastic. I placed an order, I messaged him on WhatsApp about these on, I think it was Wednesday night, and then he posted them out Thursday, and today is Tuesday morning. They arrived here yesterday afternoon, which just goes to show, posted them out the next day, and here they are. So incredible. If you, I know how well Anthony looked after his records, to the point how well he cleaned them and stored them, and everything will probably be better than what is described on Discogs, so there's no worries with that at all. Really fantastic. I'm very excited about what's in here because a lot of these have been on my list for a long time. Records that I really should have. I was over at his house earlier in the year, and I sort of said it as a joke, the stuff that you're selling is better than any record store in Melbourne at the moment. And that was true. Look at this, fantastic packaging, kind of doubly protected. That is amazing. And then wrapped up like that. This is probably the best packaging I've ever received. So neat. All right. records in here. I will talk about these records in a bit more detail in a couple of weeks once I've kind of sat down and had a chance to kind of listen to them all properly. Okay. Bubble wrap. Let's see what we can do here. Yes, nice to see these. Alright. So, first one is a copy of this, which isn't a crazy expensive record, but I've just been after a copy for a long time. I didn't want to pay too much for it. Hermeto Pascual Slaves Mass. Absolutely killer, wonderful record. I want to say it's from like 1977. Obviously famous for playing on Live Evil, Miles Davis. Fantastic. This one had been on my list for ages, and it was Anthony that switched me onto it. This is the Dave Pike set Salamao. That's probably not how you pronounce it, but this is kind of like a jazz funk fusion record on MPS. Features the wonderful Volga Kriegel, who I love as a guitar player. I did show, I think it was last year, the year before, Infrared by him, which I really, really love. So happy to finally get a copy of this one. Again, in amazing shape. Look at that, packed beautifully. And I think all of his records, or most of them, are in the quality records in a sleeve. And I know that they have been ultrasonic cleaned and dried and taken care of. So really fantastic. A kind of a cornerstone essential record on the Killer Message label, East of the River Augustus Pablo. Don't need to speak about this record too much. Just really happy to finally get a copy of it. Essential. Another Jackie Mittoo record. I have a few of these now and I really like them all. Probably don't need this, but I've always kind of wanted it. I'm not going to go into detail on the pressings yet because I need to kind of figure out what they are. Yeah, Reggae Magic, absolutely wonderful. And this one, again, another absolute classic record that I heard when I was first listening to dub properly, and it kind of blew my mind. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. Just so clean, this one. Like, the production is so fantastic. Yeah, this is, I should say what this is really, you probably can't read it. Harry Moody meets King Tubby in Dub Conference Volume 1. And the last one here is the Profondo Rosso soundtrack by Goblin. This is a reissue from I think about 10 years ago, something like that. Fantastic. So yeah, please check him out. Go and support a former VC member and someone that was, I guess, really important to the early to mid stages of the VC. Long-time fans on my channel would have seen we used to hang out a lot and play records together and make videos together back in the day. But yeah, if you want some of those records, they're all for sale on his Discogs. And yeah, I know that there's a lot more to come and a lot more killer records to come. So go support him. I could basically say you won't be disappointed with the records and the prices, especially if you live in this part of the world, Australia, New Zealand, Southeast Asia, stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you for the records, Campo. I'll probably chat to you on WhatsApp today.